Hello, everybody. We are here to present our impact story. We are students from Universidad de los Andes in Bogotá, Colombia, and we chose to base our impact story on human rights. We are here to showcase a very special project, Sueños de la Calle or Street Dreams, that is very near and dear to our hearts. Sueños de la Calle seeks, through the development of projects, to upkeep and guarantee informal workers and homeless people's human rights, such as an adequate level of living, which includes food, clothing, housing, medical services, social security, and education. But more than that, they help create real and honest connections between underprivileged and privileged people in order to dismantle existing prejudices in society. This organization mainly works with people that are working on a day-to-day basis and do not have a stable job. Amongst these people, there are homeless people, immigrants, recyclers, informal workers, to name a few. Sueños de la Calle's mission is to bring people from all different backgrounds together and sensitize them to their different contexts, highlighting each other's humanity and dignity. This, in turn, encourages people in a position of privilege to really value and acknowledge their situations while changing their mentality towards poverty in Bogota. This project looks to deconstruct the many prejudices against these communities centered around street activities, especially those centered around drug use and violence. Sueños de la Calle seeks to dignify informal jobs and change how street workers are perceived in our society. All in all, the organization aims to bring attention to voices that are usually silenced and give the spotlight to people that would otherwise not have the opportunity to be heard.
In the streets of Bogota, there is a great variety of lifestyles. For example, represents cases like Clara, the head adult of her home and the responsible of the 5 children. She wakes up very early every day to begin with her recycling duties. Before 5 a.m., she's pulling her handmade cart through the streets of Bogota. She works under the ever-changing climate of the capital, under the blinding sun on the hot mornings and under the trampling storms that plague the afternoons. Her work ends late at night, and on a good day, she heads back to her home at 11 p.m. to go see her children with 30,000 pesos on her belt. The kids, who are all between the tender age of 4 and 12 years old, have been locked up alone in a small room throughout the entire day as they wait for their mother to come back. Clara, despite the pain it causes her, refuses to let her children leave their home when she is not there, as she knows that her neighborhood is full of violence, drug addicts, and prostitution, an environment that is dangerous for children. She knows that her children deserve a proper education and a happy childhood, but as a mother, she has no other choice but to look out for their safety. She's aware that working all day long is the only way that she can suffice the basic needs of her children. Her rights and her children's rights to healthcare, a proper home, or even a dignified way of living are undermined daily.
Well, we can say that this organization has had a huge impact and is working each day to continue having even more of an impact. During the first visit of the organization, they were able to give food to more than 90 people. And this not only meant that they will receive food that was nutritious and in good conditions, which is something that they would likely not have on a daily basis, but this also meant that at least the workload for those days could be reduced because they didn't want they couldn't have to work as much as they did before. Um, this foundation has very big plans ahead. They are planning to create a shelter for homeless people, and this will have a huge impact on these communities, as they could at least have somewhere they could go to. We can see that the initiative is especially useful in protecting Article 1 and Article 25 of the Human Rights Declaration, which states Article 1, the protection of dignity, and Article 25, the protection and having some adequate living conditions. So as I mentioned before, some adequate living conditions could be given through the project they are planning to do, and the dignity of these people is respected and is enhanced through this project, because clearly this aims to deconstruct the many prejudices that exist around them.
It is important to consider the impact that the foundation has on a symbolic and social level. Many times, these marginalized communities are treated badly by society based on the different stereotypes that exist around them. With this kind of project, a message is sent to them and to society as a whole that they must also be respected and considered. This project also pretends to volunteer themselves with the possibility of having a shift in mentality, as they can see that the communities helped are people just like them that have stories, feelings, and desires.
Sueños de la Calle is more than a regular welfare party agency. This project seeks to generate a change in the perception that exists towards street workers, to bring their lifestyles closer to the rest of society, to acknowledge that their work is worthy of recognition, to be aware of their troubles and what they go through to survive, and most importantly, to dignify them and their lifestyle. It is crucial to support this organization as it is the responsibility of all Colombians to guarantee and assure the respect of human rights. You can contact the foundation through Instagram in the account Sueños de la Calle Vogue and help them make a change. We hope that this presentation made an impact and that we can help these organizations receive the kind of recognition they deserve. Thank you.